Hello, good evening. How you guys doing? I am back. What's happening? What's good? Uh, it was a tough few days creatively for me. Let me explain. I was convinced that I will talk about Sadak 2 in this video, and the trailer released. It is doing its rounds in YouTube. You all know why. And when I watched the trailer and when I went through the entire comment section and the news and everything that is around it, I was not just feeling the right stuff. I was not feeling positive. Nothing positive is coming out of me about that film, about that trailer. And so I told myself, boss, you know what, if that is the case, if nothing positive is coming out of me, I will not talk about it. And then I went completely blank. I was like, I was convinced to make something on that trailer, and I didn't have anything now. Look what has happened to this entire pressure that I, just talking, sitting in my room, talking to a camera, the amount of pressure it creates is immense. It's immense. I mean, I never realized it will be. It's just that creating something or saying something out of nothing is, I thought would have been an easy process, but it is not. And I was just lazing around on the couch watching the TV, and I was surfing through the channels, and on Star World they promoted a series called Mr. Inbetween. Oh my god. It is so difficult for me to remember the word in between because all that comes out of me is independent, Mr. Independent, but it is not Mr. Independent, it is Mr. In Between. Na idhar ka, na udhar ka. In between. Normal looking guy, I've never seen that actor ever in my life. Going around doing usual stuff in the promos. And it intrigued me enough. The promos did its job. Star World was pushing the fact that you can binge watch it, season 1 and season 2, on Saturday and Sunday, the Independence Day weekend, 7 in the evening till 12 midnight. And I was like, perfect. The promos have done their job. I'm intrigued enough. I liked whatever they are showing. I don't know what exactly they are trying to show, and that is exactly the point. I will watch it. Mr. In Between, see again I about to say independent. Mr. In Between on Saturday and Sunday, I binged watched. I don't think I've ever binged watched anything prior to this. I mean, if I have, it could have been maybe a year, 2 years, I don't even remember. I loved it. The episodes are half an hour at the most, and it is amazing, and the story is perfect. I mean, the name of the story, the name of the series, Mr. In Between, is so perfect that I'm going to say, okay, guys, go ahead and see it. If it is there on Star World next weekend, I don't know, please go ahead and see it. I have not, when I saw the promos, I didn't Google search it, I didn't check the internet, I didn't want to know who these actors are. In a way, I felt that if I see that, I will lose the innocence of it, and thank God I didn't see it. I still haven't, I don't know who those actors are. The name of the character is Ray, average looking guy, bald, facial hair, just a normal looking everyday guy. Now where have I seen a bald guy with facial hair? This guy was normal. This guy was absolutely, maybe he's a star, I don't know, I don't recognize him, but this guy delivered in his acting skills. And the story is quite a slow burner. It goes from one plot to another plot, and it takes a sweet time and goes. And I loved it. In one of the scenes, I see this character, his name is Ray. As I told you, this character was sitting in his house dress and he was just chatting with his brother and his daughter. and you can easily see a paunch like a beer belly, you know, and it's just like anybody else that is around us. In the series, he says he's 40 years old. Uh, I don't think a 40-year-old guy bald with facial hair would look the same. I don't think I would look like that old next year. I'm 39 right now. He looks a little, he's got a little lot of wrinkles on his face. He looks a little older to me, but then I'll buy it. Yeah. There is a scene in this where the character was shown practicing MMA, and he was wearing the singlets or the sleeveless t-shirt kind of a thing. There was no roundness or fullness of the muscle. I mean, there was hardly any muscle. The shoulders are very narrow. I mean, there was hardly any cuts and definition. Even if you are lean guy, you end up having lots of cuts and definitions and vascularity. Nothing was there. And this guy was so average, so normal, so like 99% of us, maybe more. But when the plot twisted, but when the heat was required, this guy turned on. And the action was nice, but it was not like those Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of an action. It was not like that Jackie Chan kind of an action. You hit someone and someone goes flying, or Jackie Chan is kicking someone in 10 seconds, 10 slaps. No, not like that. It's something that you expect two people to do if you see them fighting on the street, like a scuffle, like, you know, like you're throwing punches but you're also falling down and you're grabbing whatever is available around you. That is the kind of an action that is there, and it is a slow burner. I loved it. The story ended at a point where I couldn't figure out whether this guy is actually a good guy or a bad guy. And hence, Mr. Inbetween is just perfect. If you have seen movies made by Anurag Kashyap, I'm just trying to relate a few things that I felt. Anurag Kashyap in his film Ugly, the father was taking the daughter to a friend's place, kept the daughter in the car, goes up to meet the friend. The daughter goes missing. The father and the friend goes helter-skelter looking for the missing daughter. Couldn't find her, and they reach the police station. And what would the police ask you? Do you have a picture of the daughter? What was the color of the dress that your daughter was wearing? What was the hairstyle? Was she carrying some accessories, a bag or anything? What was her name? Basic questions. This is what a police will ask you. But instead of that, the police is asking, the father was an actor in the film. Police was asking the father, why do you have a stage name? And then he goes around explaining what a stage name is and a real name is. And then the police ask you, does Amitabh Bachchan have a stage name? And then they go ahead and ask about how to edit your phone book, contact details, how to put a profile picture on it so that somebody calls, the picture pops up. And I'm like losing my shit. I was like, dude, there is a baby missing. Can you just cut the crap? And that is typical Anurag Kashyap. He digresses from what is going on in life, the track that you are on right now, into something different altogether. And if you like that thing, and if you are a part of that digress thing that is happening all around you, if you see in your world also, the amount of time you're able to focus is quite limited. You actually keep digressing everywhere, and then you come back to the real story, the real track, the railway line that you're walking on. And that is what was happening in Mr. Inbetween. I remember a scene where the boss man sent Ray, Mr. Inbetween, to take care of a dead body. Alright? But when he reaches there, he didn't kill that person. Two junkies killed that person. The boss man had given orders to these junkies to kill that person. Now he's dealing with three people. One dead, two alive, two of them being junkies. The boss man gives order to Ray to take care of the three of them, as in the dead body and the two of them, the two junkies, just to take care of them. I was listening to it and like, okay, right, now it will get intense, right? There will be a fight, there will be some kind of a scuffle that is going to happen. Then there will be the struggle of taking 3 dead bodies to a place where he can dump them. How are they going to do it? This is how my mind is thinking. But you know what? Ray and the bossman, they are discussing about the price. Ray is saying $80,000, the bossman is saying $50,000, and then they are negotiating the price, how much money he should be paid for doing this job. And I'm going crazy. I was like, dude, you were about to kill the 2 junkies are still alive. They are right there. He can probably listen to what you're saying. You're talking about killing them and you're negotiating on the price. And classic Anurag Kashyap scene. I don't know whether these people have seen Anurag Kashyap stuff, got influenced by them and made it into their own little thing, but it is just classic. And this is not the only instance. Many instances have happened throughout the series, both the seasons, when you digress from the real plot that is happening. In fact, one of some episodes are such that they are talking about a small little plot and it takes up the entire episode. There is nothing else that is happening in it. I loved it. I just loved it. Only thing is, I don't know whether to call, to be very frank, the thing that he did at the end, it did bring a tear in my eyes, but I don't know whether to call him a nice guy or hero, or should I be calling him a protagonist only? I mean, I don't know. This guy is doing wrong stuff and he's also doing the right stuff. He is there for his daughter. He is there for the people who need him. He's there for a lot of things. For him, respect is above everything. You give him respect, he will respect you 2 times more. But if you mess with him, you are ending up 6 feet under. I loved it. It's a slow burner. It's a dark thing. It has some dry sense of humor. And if you are into all this stuff, if you love all this kind of slow burner, dark humor, dark action, thrill, fight, gunshots, burying bodies, if you are into all that stuff, I think Mr. Inbetween is the best thing that can happen to you right now. Go and watch it. It's on Star World. You will love it. I'm pretty sure it's there in somewhere in OTT platform. You can watch it whenever you want it. Binge watch it, half an hour episodes. You will love it. I thoroughly loved it. That's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. They call me Joy. This is Unstable Mind. I see you guys in a bit. Bye.